Hello, my name is Emily Turner, and I am your Structural Technology Specialist, and I wanted to introduce you to Google Forms. One of the easiest ways to get there is just to be on a Google tab, and you go over to the waffle, and then you click on Forms. Here they have some templates that you can start with if you like, or you can just start with a blank quiz or just a blank form. We're going to start with a blank form today. Just like in other Google products, if you title it here on the form, and then you click over here, it names it for you, so you don't have to rename it. So you give your form a title, give it a description if you need to. This is just informative, has nothing to do with the form. It's just, this form is about, or any other information you need to give the people who are filling out the form. It already has a first question there for you, and so you can change it. Question number 1, if you need to import an image, you can import it right there. You can change what kind of answers you're looking for. So do you want short answer? Do you want paragraph, multiple choice? Checkboxes means that you can have more than one answer. Multiple choice means only one answer. And then you can do drop downs. You can let them upload a file. You can have them do a linear scale, so like between 1 and 5. Multiple choice grid or checkbox grid. Checkbox again means you can choose multiple items. Multiple choice means only one answer. And then date and time. So those are some options you can look for when you're using the questions. You can make it required, or you can slide it over and it not be required. The 3 dots down here, you can do more description around the question. You can also jump within the form based on the answer, and you can do a shuffle order option if you're giving this in class and you don't want everybody to have the same question at the same time. I most of the time make my questions required, but occasionally there's something that's not required. Over here on the right, so to add another question, you would click the plus button, and it gives you the template to make another question. You can also import questions from another form. You can add a title and description, and so as you can see, that's just a title. There is no option for anybody to put an answer. It's just a title. You can add images. If you search Google Drive, those are your if you search Google Image Search, those are your Google Safe searches. And you can insert it in. So I can title the image. Again, I'm not asking a question, I'm just displaying an image. I could then add a question below the image. You can insert videos from YouTube or ones you've made yourself, and then a section. So another section, if I add a section, you see how there's a big break. It's got the title here, section 2 of 2. And so this is how you can jump depending on answer. So at the end of the picture, I could force them to go back to section 1. I could force them to go on to section 2, or I could force them to submit the form. So just some options of ways you can use form. Once you have your questions done, this is your response tab that you would see. Create the spreadsheet, that would create a spreadsheet with your responses in it. If you would rather look at them that way, they'll be also listed here. Settings, this is where you could make it into a quiz if you want by sliding this bar. Some things to think about if you make it a quiz. Do you want them to know the grade after the submission immediately? If you're at the intermediate school, you can do Chromebook locked mode, but it has to be on a Chromebook. Your students have to be on a Chromebook for that. You can let them know missed questions or correct answers or point values, and some other items you need to look at. Up here at the top, you can change your theme. I typically stay with purple here in Pecos, but you're welcome to change it. You can even choose an image for your header if you want. So now I have an image for my header, and if I want the theme color to be blue, it can be blue. If I want to see how this form is going to look, I can click preview. This is what the form is going to look like to someone who's using my form, and see the next button. So then the next section is where I go to on the next button. But I can't go there because that was a required question. So just some little things to think about. I can go back here to edit it. And when I'm ready to send it, I can send it. I can send it in an email. My favorite way is to grab the link, shorten the URL, and copy the link, and then share the link with my students. That's my favorite way to share it. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to your instructional technologist. And this was a quick intro to Google Forms. Thank you.